Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay, 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Gun. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. Right there. 54, right there.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running...
And the pressure gets to him again. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Jackson steps away. And he's got a man here, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. On 3rd down, Peyton. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Flush to his right. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down now, Peyton. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try the left side. Peyton. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
When people talk about versatility, they should go back and look at Ronnie Lott's entire career. At USC, an All-American safety. In the beginning time in his career in the NFL, an All-Pro corner before switching back to safety to finish off a Hall of Fame career.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Newton. And he's going to go down again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. They'll roll him out right. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's go settle.
Out of the gun, Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, here's Newton. Going up top. This is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Randy Moss, 47 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Ready? Gun. Hey!
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Kill. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 31.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson rolling to his right. That'll be caught by Rice. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37. Check it out, Reed. Big air. Check three. Zoom. Ready.
From the gun, Jackson out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Give him 11 yards that time on the